What's up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at RussoLifts. Just in case something happens to this YouTube channel, you can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What's up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. It's the Bloat Lord checking in dressed like Nico Bellic from GTA 4.
Dave, come on!
Come on! Nico, what are you doing?
Dave is not coming.
Ignore him! Come on, we gotta get this thing ready before we talk.
We are going to the gym. I am going to be training back and mostly getting posing footage for you guys, as well as showing the cycle changes. Going to be doing the Gorilla Mode. Appreciate everyone who bought Gorilla Mode from the last video. Tell me your thoughts. I want to hear people's unbiased reviews in the comment section below on Gorilla Mode. And then for posing today, I'm going to be rubbing the Diuretic Cream Muscle Gels Fire, which is going to pull all the water off me so you guys can see the muscle gains, because I look like the Bloat Lord, because I am the Bloat Lord, the go-to bloat. What is up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to the final results episode of Gist MK677 stacked with injectable LGD on a testosterone base. This is the video where I added in a microdose of the injectable yk11, and I'm going to be completely changing the cycle. So I've isolated this posing footage to like the final results of what I got out of the current 3 compound setup. Very basic, very low dosage, nothing too crazy. Yielded a ton of overall mass, and obviously did not raise my blood pressure compared to just blasting regular gear, which was the whole point, seeing the results I could get out of this hybrid cycle versus a traditional way of putting on mass, like a DECA cycle for example. So weighed in at 241 in the morning, which was my heaviest weigh-in ever. My weight has been fluctuating up and down because I have been taking MK677 in and out depending on if I'm losing insulin sensitivity or not. This footage was a chest day with one of my friends. Now this is where the cycle is changed. This is where the MK677 insulin resistance has crept up. I'm having high blood sugar issues, and you can kind of see my muscles are more cloudy. I'm holding way more water. This is also where I added in the yk11, just a tiny minuscule amount, and you will see the difference in the final posing video of what the little bit of yk11. This will be theoretically like a really good strategic hybrid bulk cycle. Again, this is more like my personal take on doing a hybrid style versus traditional gear. I understand that the LGD is not isolated because there's a test base and 677 in the mix. This is more like if I were to go about this, just if I weren't recording it, how I would put together an anabolic matrix type cycle, meaning that there's a GH pathway, a myostatin pathway, and obviously the androgen pathway. So I would put together different growth factors in a personal cycle. I understand that people want to see the SARM isolated. That's why I recommend you guys go follow More Plates More Dates Derek. He has been completely isolating the injectable LGD with just LGD in estrogen cream, and he reported some interesting side effects to me that I wanted to share to get some input. So if you have any experience utilizing the injectable LGD, I would like to hear from you in the comment section below, because me and Derek are gathering data. He says it's very androgenic in side effects. He had hair loss side effects. Now he is prone to hair loss side effects. Personally, I wrote off any shedding. I did not have major shedding on this cycle at all. I had like maybe a little bit more than normal, which I wrote off as the test base because of the DHT conversion causing DHT related hair loss. I really don't have the means by saying that the LGD did it or not, but he was having body hair growth and hair loss, and his libido was up, which those are androgenic side effects, which we found pretty interesting, because on paper injectable LGD is supposed to be like basically all anabolic, not very androgenic at all. but maybe with the injectable form it tends to be more androgenic. Again, you really can't trust the medical data because we've seen in the past that some compounds look anabolic on paper, but they really demonstrate a lot of androgenic side effects. So that is something to report. Please comment down below, again, your thoughts and your side effects, because we are trying to see if there's a correlation or it's just Derek personally. Again, I want to say right off the bat, or I want to say one more time that, you know, my combination cycle, it's very hard for me to pick out a specific side effect like that because I have that test base, which could cause a lot of the side effects that Derek was experiencing because it is androgenic. It does convert to DHT, which are side effects you have to combat with regular steroids, where Sarms don't convert to DHT, and they're supposed to be mostly anabolic, very low there are some androgenic ones, but LGD on paper really isn't supposed to be super androgenic to cause those types of issues. Compared to the oral form factor, those issues are not present, and I've solo run the oral form factor, and I can say I haven't had any of those side effects before with the oral form factor. So please let me know, and please subscribe to more plates, more dates, as well as check out his pre-workout in the link in the description and pinned comment. This is the posing footage of me losing my insulin sensitivity. As you can see, there's water over my muscles. I look cloudy. Again, I'm like 240 pounds. This is where I wanted to test out a theory I had, which was the injectable SR9009 being developed for anti-obesity compound, which would help regulate blood glucose. Well, the issue I'm having with the 677 is I'm having high blood glucose because of the 677 being present, causing my insulin sensitivity to be thrown off, which normally I would combat by coming off 677 and using glucose disposal agents or metformin to bring my blood sugar back down, back to normal. I decided this time to see if SR9009 could just eat up all the blood glucose and reset my insulin sensitivity, and it actually did, which is very promising in the world of battling diabetes, and getting insulin sensitivity back is very important when it comes to weight loss. So I can say right off the bat that just a little tiny bit of the injectable SR9009 and my insulin sensitivity was back, and you will see in the final posing footage I have a lot more fullness in my muscles. I'm not looking as cloudy. Obviously I still look dense here from the yk11 being added in, and you can see the density added. But this posing footage really says it all. I brought my insulin sensitivity back without dropping the 677, utilizing glucose disposal agents as well as the SR9009. I was able to get the sensitivity back enough to put stuff into my muscles, food and nutrients, and the compounds obviously. And this is the final posing footage I have for you guys, and this is by far the wildest I've ever looked at this weight. I'm still holding about roughly, I would say, 6 to 8 pounds of water retention, so all the lines aren't there, you know, the separation's not there. But personally, for being pretty chubby, being pretty fat, there's a lot of separation, there's a lot of veins everywhere. You can see individual feathers. I didn't bring my muscle gels Fire today, but if I did, I would have brought out even more definition, because it's just subcutaneous water sitting all over my face. You can see I look like Mudkip from Pokemon, and then it's all over my body. Like if I touch my skin, you can see the water retention, and that is GH related side effects that you need to combat from blood glucose levels and monitoring them. So yeah, overall I learned a lot in these past couple of weeks. I've been having issues recording and forgetting my memory cards, and my cameraman is back in cinematography school, so haven't been able to utilize him that much. But overall, moving forward, I am going to drop 677, do a quick LR3 blast, taper the yk11 up a tiny bit, and then probably keep the LGD and test a little bit lower. Honestly, I've been dropping my dosages as I've been gaining weight because I didn't really find much benefit out of going in the higher dosages. I just have to eat more to keep up, and I personally found the sweet spots for me. So overall, I will be changing the cycle moving forward. Like I said, I'm going to do a quick blast, and then Tony has been messaging me that the injectable Ostarine is nothing like oral form Ostarine. So that has piqued my interest, Ostarine being my favorite poster Sarm of all time because of the medical data around it, it's human trials, the whole 9 yards. It's the definition of, I think, what a Sarms should be. You know, S23 might be more powerful, but it has just as many side effects as steroids. Whereas Osterine, you know, you really reap the benefits of what Sarms are supposed to be. So he's saying it's way more powerful. I might have to, when I reverse back down and drop all this water and fat, maybe add the Austin real quick to check it out and do some content for you guys on it. But moving forward, there will also be a switch to nano from regular. I do not expect to note any difference, so don't be thinking like, oh, I'm going to notice some difference. I really don't think I will. But moving forward, there will be nano in the title because I am switching and comparing brands. So yeah, appreciate everyone who's checked out my channel. Watch some of my videos. If you guys are new here, I document everything, and the good and the bad, and brutally honest, transparent. I will see you guys in my next video.